The event is almost coming to the end, and we will now have the Q&A session, the last session of today's event. Many of the questions have already been answered in the Q&A box, I believe. Due to the time limitation, we are sorry that we could not answer all the questions, but we will try to focus on the questions that most of you have asked. We have many questions for special lecturer, Professor NOTOMI. Could you please answer those questions briefly? Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I have a question about the related to the shape memory alloy. So now I read it. Are the combinations among all the types of metal possible? Are there bad or failed combination between the specific metals? So I'd like to know the rule of the effect already, but not yet. So several years ago, so our researcher have found the new type of shape memory alloy, maybe 5 years ago. So this developing the alloy is a very high impact to other researchers. So if you find the new shape memory alloy, so you become very famous in this research field. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Notomi Sensei. Okay, next question is to the students. I will go by one by one. Okay, first question is from, okay. You mentioned that you went to many places in Tokyo. Do you have any memorable, the places?
Oh yes, like
And the reason why? Yeah, can you tell us?
I really love the Asakusa, so I really highly recommend everyone to go there once. I think the reason is because I really like some traditional things. So Asakusa is the oldest temple in Tokyo, and I'm really interested in Asakusa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, that's great. You enjoyed the Asakusa very much. May I ask you one more question? Okay. How have you been to any places other than Tokyo? May I ask? Please tell us if there are any recommended places.
Oh, it's such a pity that I haven't been to anywhere other than Tokyo. But like in the spring vacation, I plan to go to Kansai, Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara. So I really recommend my international friends to visit Kansai. I think it's going to be a memorable experience.
Super, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, next question is to Garen. Okay, this one is, do you have any favorite place in Meiji University and why? Could you tell us?
All right. Okay, my favorite place in Meiji may be the same as Hannah, is in Nakano, because there's a lot of park nearby, and it's a good place to unwind after a long day of studying. And there's also a lot of food stalls that we can visit, and I think it's very nice.
Yeah, you like park.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much. If we have a time, we'll go to the next question to Garen. Please tell me, is there, if there is anything you can say wonderful to enter the Meiji University?
Okay, to enter Meiji University, I think, yeah, the important thing is to be courageous and open to change, open to new perspectives, because that's certainly what I get here. A lot of new people, it's more globalized in a sense. And I think we should be more receptive to those perspectives.
Thank you very much. Yeah, teachers and staffs are very friendly too. Thank you.
Teachers are very passionate.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next question is Hannah. Okay, you said that you have been to Meiji University receiving the International Student Incentive Scholarship Program. Please tell us what you think it is good to receive this scholarship.
I think the scholarship is good, not just because of what you receive, but what it enables you to do. When you receive a scholarship, you lose the burden of figuring out how to pay for your tuition, how to pay for your fees, and where to get money to live your daily life. But with this scholarship, you're kind of given the relief that your scholarship, your education will be paid, your rent will be paid. As long as you maintain a good grade, you're ensured that you're going to live in Japan and you're going to live a pretty decent life.
Thank you. Yeah, wonderful. All right. I have that you had the part-time job at the same time as you study at Meiji. Well, so what is good way to balance your studies and your part-time job? Can you tell us a little bit?
Yes, it takes quite a lot of practice, but I would say it would really be time management. I would say list down the things that you have to do and the time that you have, as well as prioritizing that you get enough sleep every day as well. And if you do that, you're able to do a lot of things more than you would expect actually. And believe it or not, even though I work 2 jobs and go to school and maintain a scholarship, I still have enough time to hang out with my friends. So it's all about time management.
Yeah, that's really important thing. And the important and the difficult. Yeah, you're managing very much. Do we still have a time or okay. We haven't been able to answer all the questions, but time is running. So this is going to be the last question to Yamada Sensei. Okay. All right. I think Yamada Sensei had experience studying abroad. Please tell us a good thing about going to a university in Japan and Meiji University compared to university in other countries.
Thank you for the question. I studied in Canada and US and mainland China in schools. But one thing I think comparing to particularly other schools in Western developed nations is that the relatively tuition is cheaper. We at Japanese university don't differentiate the tuition to international students. A local student and a Japanese student pay the same amount. And there are several universities, particularly like global focused schools, have more tuition waiver options. That's one of the probably the advantage you can get. If you go to university in some other countries, they have higher tuition to international student, and it's really sometimes tough to continue study more than one semester. That's yeah, that's one big advantage I think in here.
Thank you very much, Yamada Sensei. I hope you got a little bit of tips after studying abroad, studying in Japan. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to continue, but time is running. So let me end this session. Thank you so much for all the questions.